Yeah, we need a very forceful response. God has given us only two ways to resolve conflict: reason and violence. And unfortunately, decades of reasoned discussion with Tehran has not mitigated their aggressive behavior, their meddling throughout the Middle East. And now we have over 160 strikes against U.S. assets and locations in the region. We have three recent deaths of Americans. We have several strikes inside Erbil against our Kurdish partners, and enough is enough. Only strength is going to deter further escalation. And after 160 strikes against Americans, we need a very forceful response. Well, you'll have to ask President Biden that question because it is rational for us to respond and appropriate for us to respond otherwise from a strategic perspective and respond very strongly. President Biden, perhaps he's afraid of the political effect. After all, he's facing a reelection. But that should not be ahead of the vital national interests of the United States. Well, right now, Kataib Hezbollah seems to be behind this. That means Tehran is behind this. That means Abu Fadak should not sleep comfortably at night, so he should be a target. Esmail Ghani, who is also involved, he should not sleep peacefully or comfortably at night because he should be a target. Also, the Kataib Hezbollah forces that are controlling Al-Qaim right now, they should be targeted. That should be absolutely destroyed. And also, the Iranian petroleum facilities at Kark Island, that needs to be absolutely destroyed. This is the only sort of response that would be decisive in my book. And look, in 1988, when Ayatollah Khomeini was threatening to mine the Straits of Hormuz, President Reagan very wisely told him not to do that. That would be a bad thing. Ayatollah Khomeini did it anyway, and we launched Operation Praying Mantis, the largest naval operation since World War II, and we destroyed half the Iranian Navy. And guess what? The Iranians stopped mining the Straits of Hormuz. After 160 strikes on Americans and our partners, it's time for a decisive American response. Well, I hope so. I think it's a rational response, but unfortunately, we've got a president in the White House who has not been decisive. He has not directed our military to take decisive action. I think he should. He should also take decisive action to cut the U.S. cash flows that Baghdad, i.e. Tehran West, is benefiting from. We need to tighten up the access to U.S. dollars. We need to shut down the Iranian ability to export their oil, and we need to target Kataib Hezbollah and IRGC positions.